I stand before you all today on a stage which bears the solemn duty of recognizing our achievements. Here, we are given our ticket to life, to freedom, the key to unlock our futures as the next technicians and lawyers and engineers. Let us understand what it is that we have completed to deserve this recognition. There are only a few things that all of us have in common here. One, all of us are 17 or 18 years old. This is why we're the class of 2014. Two, we have all met the SOL requirements to graduate and receive a diploma. And three, we're all becoming graduates of William Byrd High School. This is all we can say for our similarities. Not all of us are going to college. Not all of us will be employed and debt-free in 4 years. Not all of us have been educated. If passing all our SOLs in order to receive our diplomas is the defining factor of our achievement, then by all means, I will give my congratulations. I should qualify what it is you should be proud of. You endured at least 9 years of rigorous, standardized testing. You survived the stress of frantic teachers doing their best to increase pass rates within a system, if I may say, that inherently makes teaching less effective and more difficult for the people who care the most about us. That's a feat in itself. But the whole system seems counterproductive. The goal is to make sure no child is left behind, so we are taking minimum proficiency tests to prove that every teacher is educating every student. That way, no one is being cheated out of an education. But consider this. By administering tests with consequences that nearly force teachers to, let's use the phrase we've all heard before, teach to the test, aren't we disenfranchising students who should be getting ahead? Classroom dynamics are changing because of SOLs. Students who are already not interested, who come to school by compulsion, a practice which has been untouched in America for 160 years, only by the will of the law, are forced to memorize the test and end up losing sight of the innate value in education. These are not poor students because their testing scores are subprime. Their priorities are in areas with depreciating value in technical fields. In public education, areas like music and art and language. Their interests in mechanical and technical fields are underrepresented in the standard curriculum, and their scores in math and English could not possibly indicate their propensity for succeeding in electricity and masonry and automotive repair. Students living in poverty or in broken families are simply uninspired by the system because they're trying to understand why their parents are still fighting how to beat the struggle against trying to make ends meet. SOLs are not testing for their capacity for empathy or their prodigious work ethic. Curiosity in the classroom is nearly extinct because our capacity for learning is being replaced with an instinctual frustration with this insatiable testing. What is the point? Who are we testing for? What is our education becoming? We're not being tested. Our exhausted brains prodded to remind us that education is a liberation of the mind. We are not being tested to prove that education is the most powerful weapon against the world. We're not being tested to make us aware that free public education is the greatest blessing we can receive. We are not being tested to inform us that, as Gates once said, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. As we walk across the stage today, we will be reaping the benefits of our efforts. Passing all your SOLs is not one of your many achievements. What does it prove of your knowledge on the subject today, or your teacher's efforts to educate you in that subject? You should be proud to be a living, free-thinking human. Your achievement is individual to you. It is not that you completed high school. Your achievement is performing on a stage before your teachers, your parents, your classmates. Your achievement is making it to a state-level competition doing what you are passionate about. Your achievement is writing an original, thoughtful piece in our school's literary magazine. Your achievement is your devotion to Relay for Life to fight the battle against cancer. This is a celebration of you. As we move on from high school, remember these things. Consider the brilliant minds, the creators, the discoverers, the world changers, who have yet to be burdened by our system of education. You are the survivors of the challenges of standardized testing, and perhaps one day can mitigate the education of our posterity.